Welcome to Module 5 of our Capcut video editing series for beginners. In this module, I'll be showing you how to add keyframes to your projects right in Capcut. So the first thing I'm going to do right here is to click this to bring in my video right into my Capcut timeline. Now with keyframes, you can add a lot of really cool animations to your project. So let's quickly show you how it works. So I've inserted this video, right? And I'm going to bring in this arrow right into my timeline. I'm going to put it right above the video. So the next I'm going to do here is I want to resize this to like add some animations to this arrow right here. So the next I'm going to do right is I'm going to select the image, which is the arrow in this case, and then I'm going to come to I want to reduce the size, right? So I'm going to come to right here where I have that's under the scale menu. I'm going to come and to click to add a keyframe. Right, so as you can see right here, keyframe has successfully been added, this diamond icon right here. So next up, I'm going to drag the indicator right further, and then I'm going to add another, and then I'm going to scale it down to the size I want. All right, so you see, okay. Now, once you scale it down, you see that the keyframe would be added automatically. So let's preview that to see how that works. So okay, so this is it. So as you can see right here, you can see that the size reduces. Okay, that's cool. So let me extend it. Now, if I want to reduce the size, I want to make this the arrow here to rotate on its own automatically. What I'm going to do now, okay, I'm going to, let me take this, drag this, okay. All right, so let's preview it once again. You can see that the arrow, the size reduces because of the keyframe we just added. Right, now, so I want this arrow to rotate. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to come to where I have the rotation menu, right? I'm going to add another keyframe, right? So, and then I'm going to drag it all the way down here, right? Take it somewhere here. And then I'm going to rotate, okay. I'm going to rotate the arrow to something like this. Okay, cool. Okay, so you see that now at the point where I rotated the image, another keyframe was added. So if I preview it, let's see. Okay, the size, and it starts rotating. Okay, and so you can see because of the keyframe we added. Yes, so that's the particular point it stopped rotating. Right, so what I'm going to do is that, okay, at the initial point, I'm going to set the keyframe to where we have scale. Set the first keyframe right there, and then I'm going to drag it, take it further. So as I've adjusted the playhead here, right, I'm going to come to where I have scale, and I'm going to scale it a bit. Okay, you see that a keyframe would be added. So I'm going to take it further, right, and I'm going to scale it further, right. So you can do this for as much as you want. So let's preview that, okay, to zoom in and zoom out. So you see this, it has this smooth zooming effect, right. Good. Now, one cool thing about keyframes is that if you want your keyframes, if you want the effect to go to come in faster, you reduce the space between the keyframes. So if I want the zoom in effect to be pretty quick, I'm going to reduce the distance between the keyframes. So I'm going to go, so let's preview this. So you see that the zoom in effect is a bit faster, right? Let me take it further a bit. So you see it's really fast. You see it's fast, right? But if I want the effect to be slow, I'm going to take the keyframes to be really far apart. So let's see. Okay, so let's preview that. Let's see how that works. So you see that the zooming effect is really slow because of the fact that the keyframes are further apart. So let's assume I want to add, I'm going to take my text tool right here, and I'm going to click the text to right on top. I'm going to add a text. Let's just say Capcut. Okay, Capcut text effect. All right, so I'm going to add the background. Let's give it some kind of stroke color. Okay, let me just give the background instead. Let me show you how you can. Okay, cool. I'm going to resize this. Okay, so I want this text to kind of slide in, right? Okay, something like this. So I want it to slide in from the right of my screen to the left hand side like this. So what I'm going to do first of all, it's pretty simple. Okay, so I'm going to take this text all the way out of my screen like this. Okay, like this, very well. And then I'm going to go all the way down to okay, my text options. I'm going to go all the way to where I have position, right? And I'm going to give it a keyframe right here. So now as I slide the text in, right? Okay, Control Z, I made a mistake. So I'm going to move the playhead a little bit, right? And then I'm going to drag the text out a bit. You see that a keyframe would be added, right? So I'm going to drag the playhead further and then bring the text in a bit. Okay, another keyframe has been added. Drag it further. Okay, another keyframe will be added. Drag it further. Another keyframe would be added right here. Another keyframe. Then I can reduce the size, right? So I'm going to add. Okay, I'm going to bring it here. I'm going to add under where I have the scale. I'm going to add a keyframe here, and then I'm going to take the playhead a bit further, right? And then I'm going to reduce the size like this. So let's see how it all pans out. Cool. So you see that the effect is automatic, right? So I can, if I want the effects to be pretty quick, all I need to do, of course, is to expand if I want it to be slower and smoother, all I just need to do is to expand the distance between the keyframes. I can also expand the text and just move it. Okay, move the effects like this. All right, so I can use this keyframe to add very cool animations to my project, and it's going to make it really stand out. Cool. So let's preview it. You see it's pretty slow now. And yeah, cool. Now I can use keyframes to also adjust the position of a particular video. So all I need to do right here is to, okay, so let's say I want to drag this image, this video to, okay, I want to zoom in. I want to drag it a little bit from my right to the left. So all I need to do, of course, okay, let me zoom in further. Let me scale up the video a bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do right here, I come to where I have position, right? I'm sure that my playhead is where I want the keyframe to start from. So I'm going to, under position, I'm going to give it a keyframe, right? And I'm going to drag it here to where I want it to adjust. And I'm going to adjust the position a bit. Yes, slowly. See, a keyframe has been added. And I'm going to drag it to where I want. Okay, like this. And then I'm going to take it up a bit. Right, so you can use this to adjust the position of your video, right? And I'm going to take it once again, just like so. Let's be at the middle, and voila, let's preview it. Okay, so you see that our video is being move is, it would be, the position would be adjusted. All right, so you can use your keyframe to adjust the position of the video. All right, so you can just play around this keyframe effect and see what you can be able to achieve with your videos. All right, even your stickers. So okay, let me try stickers. Okay, let me undo the keyframes I added. All right, so let's go to stickers. We'll have stickers right here. Okay, so I'm gonna add let's look for a sticker to add. Okay, let me go with this emoji right here. Okay, so while we wait for that to load up, if you're finding a lot of value from this video, please like this video, and of course ensure you're subscribed to my channel, because I have a lot of videos in this series coming up, CapCut video editing tutorials for beginners. All right, so I'm going to drag this right here, be on top of our video. So this is the emoji. All right, so I want it to just be here. Cool emoji. Yeah, so I want to reduce the size. This is where it comes in. So I go to scale, right, and I move it a bit, right. I scale it down. Let me give it an 80. I move it a bit. I scale it down to a 60. I move it further down. I give it a 45. Yeah, and I move it down. And then okay, let me go to where I have position here. And then let me extend it a bit. I bring it here and I drag it all the way here, the final position. So let's see how that pans out. Let's preview that. Cool. Okay. Now I want the last keyframe to be a bit slow. The transition, the change in position, I want it to be a bit slow. So I'm going to take this further. Take this further. I want it to be a bit slow. Yes. Okay, let me take it here. Okay, so let's preview that and see how that works. Cool. Yeah, so just go ahead and play with this keyframe effect. With this keyframes, you can add really cool animations to your CapCut, to your projects, right, in CapCut. So if you find this useful, you know what to do. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel. If you got questions, leave them in the comment section. And of course, I have other videos in the CapCut video editing tutorials for beginners. So I'll leave the link to the entire playlist in as a pinned comment in the comment section. So go ahead and watch the other videos in my CapCut video editing series for beginners. So thanks for watching. See you in my next video.